If you want to find out how we got here, make sure you stay tuned and watch the rest of this video. Bit of a random video for you guys today. I have multiple camera angles in my studio. I have FX3 here. I have FX6 over there. And then for top down shots, I also have another FX3 up top. But I always get mad because one, the Sony monitor and control app, it sucks. It lags so bad, I hate it. And the only other option I had was either buy a production monitor for 500 bucks or use my Shinobis, in which I have 3 of. I'm just going to run HDMI cables to all my Shinobis. So just to get started, I bought these clips off Amazon. It's just a clip with a ball head on top that I mounted the monitor to. And I'm just going to stick these on the table, and then I'm going to run HDMI cables from all of my cameras to the monitors so I can see what I'm doing. So I'll pick you guys up over here. All right guys, I found the other monitor, but it is not a Shinobi 2, it is the Shinobi Go. But same difference, the only difference is the Go doesn't have the touchscreen camera functions, but who cares? So we got this sweet little clip I got off Amazon. I'm gonna screw the monitor on here. All right, we got the monitor screwed on. Just gonna clip it on the table. All right, this is kind of dumb and it might not even work, but this is what we're working with. Get you guys off of here. But that's how they look mounted. I mean, the clamp's pretty sturdy. The only thing, I don't know if my lens is gonna clear over the top of them and not be in frame, but we'll find that out later. We'll go ahead and get these HDMI cables ran, and then we'll throw the cameras up and see what they look like. All right, I got this one plugged in already. I'm gonna take a couple of these awesome ties I got off Amazon. They're called bongo ties. I use them to tie up XLR cables or drop cords or stuff like that. They're just rubber ties. You wrap them around, and then it's got a little piece on top, and it just holds cables in place. So I'm gonna run a couple on this very pole here to hold this out of the way. All right, we got that all tied up. Now I'm gonna throw some of this gaff tape on the floor to cover up the HDMI cable so I don't trip over it and pull it out of the camera. All right, we got this one all done up. We got the HDMI coming out of the camera, going down. I got the floor all taped up. Just ran under my desk into the monitor. Now let's get started on the top down view. All right, first I figured I'll show you guys how I have the FX3 mounted on the top down view. I have the Falcom F38 mount. I have it screwed into the side of the small rig cage. And then I have the F38 base plate up here on the C-stand. But let's get this HDMI, go ahead and put it in the camera, and then get it tightened down. Insert it here. Get it tightened down so she doesn't come out like so. All right, let's go ahead and stick it up top. Put this over here. that's how we do the top-down shots. Now to figure out how I'm gonna route this. Also, I think I need to move up my microphone because when I put the camera on there, it weighs it down and it is in the shot of the FX6. So, go ahead and do that real quick. Can't ever go wrong with a magic arm, guys. Never have too many of them. Got the magic arm clamp to the C-stand, which houses the microphone. Alright, let's get this HDMI cable buttoned up here. Alright, we got HDMI cable ran from the top down to the monitor. We got the side view routed to the other monitor. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything turned on and then we'll see if it works. First up, we got the FX6, got it turned on. Turn on the Shinobi on the FX6. Alright, let's open up the top down. We got it turned on. Let's go ahead and turn on the monitor. Alright, now let's cut on the side view. Alright, it's on. Now let's turn on the other monitor. Looks like I can kind of see them a little bit in the monitor on the FX6, but let's check it out. Squeeze my way over here. It's perks of having a small studio. Alright. Looks like everything works. So we have FX6 up top, main camera, FX3 on the side for the side view, and then we have the top down. So my idea worked. This is the setup all complete. We have side angle, camera over there. We have top down angle. You see me? Top down. And then we have the main camera, which is the FX6. So this is my homemade setup because I didn't want to buy a production monitor. And I already had 3 Shinobis because I have 3 cameras. So got one for each. But if you want to see more content like this, make sure you follow, leave a like and a comment. Appreciate you guys. Catch you on the next one. Peace.